How long does it really take to change your health and fitness? A quick one, but this came up because I was talking to a client and we got talking about where they had got to in terms of how they felt about their health and fitness. And it transpired that it's taken a few years for them to have got to where they've got to in terms of having had children or worked really hard, ran a business. Life has just happened in terms of a lot of things that they've had to deal with, and it comes down to the fact that it's taken potentially a few years for them to get to where their level of fitness is, whether that's where they want it to be or where they don't want it to be. Okay, so it's taken them months, if not years, for them to get to that position where potentially things aren't as firm as they used to be, or they're out of puff, and they can't do the things they used to do right now in terms of run up and down the stairs without getting out of breath, or run a marathon or whatever it is. And it just got me thinking about how a lot of people make the mistake of thinking that they're going to get some kind of overnight fix to something that has accumulated and become a problem over months and years of doing various different habits or having various different habits. So in terms of how long it takes to change your health and fitness for good, I'm here to tell you that it can take as long as it took you to change in the first place. So if it's taken you months and years to get to where you are, it could potentially take you months and years to get to where you want to be. So that's the difference. There is no long-term fix with any kind of overnight solution. That's why all these diets and gimmicks and stuff don't work, because they're unsustainable in terms of unsustainable being you can't see yourself doing it in a week, a month, or a year's time, and yet we all jump on the bandwagon that this is the next trendy thing to do, or this is the one that's going to fix it. If I buy or do or drink this thing, it's going to suddenly do things so that tomorrow I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be ultra fit, or tomorrow I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be a size whatever it is, or I'm going to be a certain weight. And if there was something that did that for us, right now technology and everything doesn't allow for that to happen. Otherwise there would be a very rich company or business and everyone would be doing it. But there isn't. What there is instead is this massive industry that is backed by many massive conglomerates that are peddling stuff that ultimately don't work in the short term or the long term, because people just can't hack it. They can't hack it for the long term. And what you got to remember is it's about sustainability, and if you want a long-term solution, if you want long-term results, you've got to find a long-term solution, i.e. something that is going to change your behavior in the long term and change your habits in the long term, not something that you just pop in and drink and wake up the next day and it's all fixed.